Today marked 6 years of putting down the bottle and almost 6.5 years of quitting smoking. You see, most people think that quitting drinking is all about putting down the bottle. It has nothing to do with putting down the bottle. Well, not for me. It had everything to do with who I was when I had the bottle in my hand, or everything I thought I was when I had the bottle in my hand. See, I used to believe that when I came to a situation, because I felt so socially awkward and I didn't feel like I had anything to contribute, that by picking up a bottle, it allowed me to somehow magically get this courage where I could share these thoughts and ideas, that this booze, this alcohol, allowed me to share who I was. It allowed me to magically be able to communicate the things that I felt. But it wasn't the bottle. It was me. But I loved my life to believe that it was. I led myself to leave from shot after shot and bottle after bottle, drink after drink, hangover after hangover, day after day of not remembering and not feeling, and every day waking up and just not feeling exactly how I want to, but thinking about the way that I felt that I should just started to tear me apart. Late night eating, late night fights, meeting girls, one night stands. I did it all. And they say that the answer to the bottle, or the answer that you're looking for, is not at the end of the bottle. So it's easy to say. Over hundreds or even thousands of bottles later, I actually found out the truth. That it wasn't never the bottle, it was me. It was my worth, it was my value, it's who I thought I was. The alcohol never did for me what I needed it to do. It was always me. So quitting wasn't quitting the bottle. Quitting was quitting my identity. Quitting was quitting a belief that I created in my head. A belief that without this, I'll never be enough. A belief that you must be dependent on something, because without the dependency, you'll never truly be what you want. And I don't believe that, because I never became what I wanted. I almost became what the bottle told me I should be. And as the years progressed, closer to my last year, when I stopped drinking as much and I started picking up more books and I started reading and I started going out and I started doing things that I realized that I wanted to do. Things like going out for a run, working out, meeting people, rock climbing, learning, going to events that had nothing to do with alcohol, that had everything to do with the mind, the body, the spirit, the soul, where I went to places where they didn't even allow alcohol. I realized that it wasn't that. Alcohol was never what I needed. What happened was I was putting myself in situations and places that I didn't even want to be in. That was the biggest realization that I had. The more I started putting myself in places that I felt that I wanted to be in, the more I realized that I never needed anything to begin with. That my own self-worth came from me. That my own values came from me. That my own beliefs came from me believing in me. Because if I am the one that took the time to believe in the bottle, then I can also be the one to take the time to believe in myself. See, it's nothing out there that's going to give us what we need. No matter how many sips, no matter how many times we go out, no matter how many times we search for these things in an altered state, especially ones that don't give back to us, like alcohol and cigarette, we're always going to come back and try to find more, to chase that high, to chase that day, to chase that moment. When it's us that makes the moments. So I'm proud of myself. And you hear that, yes, I'm proud of myself because I made the choice. I chose myself. I chose my value. I chose my worth. I chose my future. I chose my dream. I chose who I was. I did that. And I was influenced by so many things and so many people, but we can watch shows, we can watch motivational talks, We can do all this stuff, but it's us that at the end of the day needs to get up and make that choice. It's us that gets to choose, what do we really want to do? What do we really believe? What do we really feel? Because you know what? Every day, if you wake up and you're not feeling 100% as if you want to, then maybe you got to question the things that are in your life, question the things that you put in your body, question the people that you surround yourself with, because you, just like a plant, need to give yourself all the nourishment from sunlight to water to earth to everything, because you deserve it. You do. And I found out one day, after so many years of thinking I didn't, that I do. And I share this message so people that listening can understand everything that that bottle, or everything that that cigarette, or everything that what you are putting in your body to alter your shape you think is giving you, you already have. All it's doing is amplifying what's already inside of you and projecting it in front of you to show you how amazing you already are. And you don't need anything, because after a while you start to lose yourself and you start to search and go on these missions. And I always believe that it's not that we're lost. It's just that we get to a point in our lives that we stop looking where we already are. It gets to a point in our lives where we start realizing that we are already found. We're already here. And we're already everything that we can possibly be. So take your time on your journey. If you need to drink, drink. You need to smoke, smoke. Do whatever you need to do. And if one day you come to this realization, amazing. If you don't, no problem. I wish you all the best on your journey. Because after the 10 years, if you would have told me in the 2 years when I was an excessive drinker that I had a drinking problem, I would never have believed you. I would have thought you were crazy. I thought, no, this is part of the lifestyle. This is part of the life. This is what I do. This is part of society. But eventually I realized it wasn't part of the society that I wanted to be a part of. That there was so much more that recharged my body and my soul and my mind. And there was so much more out there that just made me feel alive. And so many things like that just made me feel blind. So every day I'm still searching. It's not that I'm still searching, it's the fact that I know where I am. I'm here. And I don't need anything else to try to prove or to show me who I am. Yes, there is a search for value, and there's a search for worth, and yes, there's a search for love. And every day I learn a form of knowledge, and from that form of knowledge I'm able to grow, I'm able to learn, I'm able to do great things. And it doesn't mean that it stops. Life isn't about just learning something and ending. That's death. Life is about learning and growing and making the choices and moving towards them. Life is about finding ways to love yourself, ways to give back, ways to serve, ways to just be everything that you could possibly be. Because deep down inside your heart, you know that there's something inside of you. You know that you can do this. And if you don't, then I'm telling you that you do, and you are, and you can. And there is nothing in this world that will ever give that to you other than you taking the choice, other than you making that option, other than you taking that moment and just choosing you and understanding that throughout this whole journey, throughout this whole way, that you are beautiful and you are worth it. And there will be ups and downs and there will be so many spinning arounds, but you can do this. Because nothing in this life can make you better, make you more beautiful, make you more anything than you discovering yourself.